Like old friends, let's pick up right where we left off, like no time has passed at all. Nearly 10 months ago, when you last saw us, the outside of the dinghy we've been building was fully fiberglassed. The inside now gets most of the same treatment. Garrett fills each seam with thickened epoxy before laying glass. Making good use of the spoils of land, we wander the hills of the California Central Coast like they could disappear tomorrow. In between the demands of life, it's nice to simply enjoy the scenery and mess about with boats.
Okay, I just got the first glue up of the skeg done, really thick epoxy, and just kind of squished it down, and then let the epoxy fill all the gaps. I think I'm gonna fully glass the whole skeg and then do a pretty heavy layup on the bottom of it, because it'll take a lot of abuse, beach landings and everything. While I let that glue up, I'm going to come back and mix up a bunch of Total Fair fairing compound, and I'm just gonna spread it all over the hull.
Little red is temporarily green until finished sanding and primer. This will help with the smooth and durable tender we want. We made it down to Mexico in November to check on Big Red. She's been sheltered in Puerto Escondido. We've received updates from friends, but it was good to see her with our own eyes. Nervous for potential problems, but Rediviva looked great. Just in time for Norte season, when the strong north winds blow. Our mission was to make sure the boat's secure, and when it isn't howling, clean and soup all the wood. We also shook out all the sails and relashed them just in case we didn't make it back before hurricane season.
Well, other than the bird that flew out of it, I mean, nothing else. That's cool. Oh, the handles are terrible.
We also ran and serviced the engine. With a comprehensive list of parts, we intend to get the motor up to any task we ask of it. We didn't film much, focusing on just being present, feeling Rediviva swing around her mooring, the sun through the companionway. These are a few of my favorite things. 850 miles as the Seagull flies, Garrett lays out the remainder of pieces left to install. The seat supports, the seats themselves, the floorboards, the mast step, daggerboard trunk, rudder, and rails. Maybe even that cooler I'm trying to get him to build in the stern. Two layers of fiberglass went into the belly. Garrett then faired our tiny craft before moving on to the final bits and pieces. The daggerboard trunk got a layer of fiberglass on the inside faces that'll need some abrasion resistance from the daggerboard action. He then positioned temporary tabs to epoxy the trunk in place. Filming was sporadic up to this point, but we're coming back, and you're coming too. It's alive. Wow.
You filming?
The camera is on. We are finally filming.
I know, it's pretty weird. It's been a while.
It's been more than a while.
It's been more than a while. Made quite a bit of progress here, and we're getting really close. I just got to finish a few more odds and ends before I can fair and prime and paint. I've been working on the sailing components as well, kind of on the side while I'm waiting for stuff to cure over here. So I've got a head start on that. So this is the rudder head. That's done. We got the rudder and got the daggerboard. So they're all just rough cut. I still need to shape them and of course coat them with epoxy. And
Daggerboard trunk is in and secure.
Yep.
Until you get the center seat.
Yeah, so I mean that's basically as it is. Obviously it needs heavy epoxy coating because it's still bare right now, but the middle seat just kind of sits on top of it. It's not actually glued to the seat at all because you want the seat to be removable. So that's, I mean,
finished product minus the final epoxy coating.
Structurally, that's done. What I'm going to do now is we're going to flip this upside down, and you can see all these seat supports. You can see the seat supports that are in here and how they're filleted in. So I just need to flip this upside down and do the same on the bottom so I can get under there and fill at the bottoms of these. You good?
Yeah. You can go at your pace. I don't know if you can see in the camera, but I can see it better from the other angle.
Oh.
Just a bunch of cobwebs. Where'd that come from? Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You can see that side. We're dusting off the cobwebs.
I haven't been able to work on it for a while.
Literally and figuratively.
Brush the cobwebs off. So I got the dinghy flipped over because I need to crawl underneath so I can start laying epoxy fillets on the underside of the seat supports. And so I'm just going to use the Thixo from Total Boat. This stuff is awesome for fillets. It's super easy, really fast. You know, you don't have to mix anything up, and it's like already the perfect consistency. The only thing that I will say is if you're going to be doing a lot of it, get yourself one of these because it's with a regular caulking gun, it gets pretty rough on the hands. Crawl under there and see what we got. The good part about the underside of the seat supports is that no one's ever going to see it, and as long as the fillet is strong, it really doesn't need to be visually perfect. You know, I first started building Red Aviva, I was 23 years old, and now I am 33 years old. 10 years, you know, looking back when I first started at 23 to now at 33, things hurt a lot more. Crawling around like this on my knees in this enclosed space. When I first started, wouldn't have even thought twice about it. Now I just find myself making all sorts of weird grunting noises without even thinking about it. Thankfully that painful work of filleting the underside of the seat supports is over. I can give my knees a break. So now I'm gonna move on to cutting the slot for the daggerboard. So I've got the trunk glued in place. That's all structurally in place underneath the boat on the inside. I've got a little pilot hole here So I can use that to just drill a hole through and then use a flush cut router bit, get that in there, and then I can bore out the majority of the channel. Then I'll have to get in and clean it up by hand, make it smooth and nice and fair, and then I have to just saturate everything with epoxy.
So I know I said I was going to get coveralls to do this, but I don't know. I dug around for like a whole 30 seconds. I'm just going to do it without it. So I'll probably regret it. But hey, I got a respirator, so that's pretty good. Okay, that went super well, except for, you know, the part that I already knew was coming, which was my own fault because I got excited about things and I glued and epoxied the skeg on before I cut this slot out, which, you know, I then went back to the book and saw that I was supposed to do that before and I didn't even think about it. So yeah, kind of a brain fart there, because with the skeg in place, obviously my router gets stopped up right here. I'm just going to try a little freehand action with the router. So this could either be a terrible idea or I'll just be a boss and pull it off. So only one way to find out. I think this skeg is longer than it's supposed to be. You know what? I think that turned out pretty damn good.
Hopefully we're not too rusty and you enjoyed the episode. We're uploading when we can and making moves to be aquatic again.
Where am I going to set you up?
Yeah. What was I saying? Take 3. Brush the cobwebs off.
Where's my pencil? That's the title for the episode. To support the show, you can give us a thumbs up, subscribe, or check out our Patreon page. We appreciate all you viewers out there, and we'll see you again soon.